body and fat.
Hey, welcome back! Da-da-da-da-da! We are kicking it for part 2, actually, with Seaside Massacre.
It's good to be back.
From
I should have
Unity.
changed my shirt so it seemed like a different setting.
Yes, it's really funny because when we have to do back to back, we'll go switch shirts like we were. Like, yeah.
You gotta keep it fresh, right?
You do. Well, today I'm sporting some Cosmic Waste. Love you guys. And today James is actually wearing pants. So just so so
we're gonna keep it ambiguous for us.
No, actually,
you'll never know.
No, our first podcast, he made sure you did because he was like, you aren't fucking metal unless you're doing a metal podcast in silk boxers.
Real.
I was trying to throw Brett off and it worked. He's all looking down and he's like, oh my God. And I'm like, yeah.
So for those of you just joining us for part 2, you guys already know who we are. We are members of Innocence Torn, and we are here tonight talking
I am Bonnie, the lead singer of Innocence Torn, and there's the other guys in the band that don't matter.
And then there's James, the janitor.
James, the janitor. Woo!
I feel like it. I'm the one that cleans the studio, and I just don't have a maid's outfit, but that would be scary.
Not yet.
That's some only band shit right there.
Right, but that's for the only bands page.
Exactly.
So Don, I actually sent you the graphic for that just because I wanted you to see how funny it is. It is fucking funny.
I love it. I sent it over to Rex too. It's beautiful. Yeah. It's well done. It's
Thank
beautiful.
You.
We might just change our logo to just that.
We
don't need our logo anymore.
I think we're on to something. We get a community of broke ass musicians, and you never know. We're gonna have to show like naked pictures of his Les Paul and like
right.
A couple of
drumsticks at the bottom of a bottle. I don't know. Ooh. That's sexy. Okay, so Mr. Rex, how are you?
I'm doing good. Hopefully, I don't know. There might have been some connection issue. I hope everything's coming through loud and clear now. I'm on Wi-Fi now, so maybe that helps.
It is. That's a lot better. So you have this really badass drawing right behind you, man. We really love that.
Cool.
Yeah, that's I've been calling his working title is Cecil. Because it's kind of play on words. Cecil, Seaside, kind of a play on alliteration there. But yeah, we for the single art for our song "The Bay," it's this giant ghost in the water, and we're like, what, we need something that we can, kind of sell to people as like an icon that can be associated with us. And my brother is an incredible artist and always has been. I was like, hey, here's some ideas. Here's the album art that we're working with for the single. What can you give me that we can use to kind of like, throw on some stickers or whatever? And so like a day later, he came back with that, and I was like, dude. We're running with it. It looks sick.
Need a Cecil. I need a Cecil sticker.
Man, I would.
You got it.
That would be a great fucking tank top or shirt too. Man.
It would.
It's just cool as hell.
Have you guys ever seen our t-shirts?
I haven't personally.
So we have like 2 different varieties of them.
Oh yeah.
So we have a mascot ourselves. His name is Mayhem, and he's this really just badass skull. But on the back of our first shirt, there's just a big blue finger, and it says "Because fuck you."
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And then the next one is another take on him. You'll notice there's a lot of different takes on him. So the next one, he's deaf, but he was like a rider on a black horse, and on the back of him is red finger. It says "Ride or Die."
Hell yeah, let's go. I like that.
The theme. Yeah, that's dope.
That is sick.
There's something to be said about some good merch. For sure.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, look at Iron Maiden. Everybody knows Eddie. Everybody knows Vic Rattlehead. I mean,
right.
It's iconic. I feel like you gotta have a mascot.
Well,
Disturbed has their grinning man.
Fiend, right? So, which I think they should have
exactly
more with, because I thought
it
was cool as shit. But...
Right. Yeah. No, I agree.
So you guys, have you guys completed a full album, or what do you guys got out right now that everybody can go find?
So we have 2 singles out right now. Our very first one is called Old Death, A New Grave. And we also have our second single, The Bay. Those are both out right now everywhere. Like on the first episode, they're on like Deezer and everything, Spotify, all this stuff. Like if you're listening to some obscure if you're listening to some small obscure platform, chances are it's probably on there too.
Nice.
So we got those out, and then we have an EP coming out April 19th. The EP is called Shells. It'll have 4 songs on it, the 2 singles and 2 new songs on it. So I'm looking forward to that.
So how long did it take you guys to record those 4 songs?
Honestly, really not that long. We have a great producer. His name's Tom. He works at Audio Edge Recordings. It's his business, I guess. He works for himself, but he does a great job. He's, he meshes well with our style. He got us in there, and it was such an easy process. We've never recorded professionally before, so we didn't really know what to expect. But I kept my eyes out for quite a while, looking just to see who would kind of mesh with us well. Like we were talking about, personality-wise too. Because it doesn't matter if he's freaking Bob Rock, if he sucks, he sucks. But no, Tom did a great job. Everything came out way better than we even expected. Like, blew our expectations right out of the water. I would highly recommend him, not to sit here and plug people, but if he does mastering too. So if you ever need something mastered, hit up Tom Jimenez over at Audio Edge Recordings. He's the man.
Definitely appreciate that. There's a lot of folks that will be tuning into this, and I think choosing your engineer, as well as your producer, can be a very difficult situation.
That's very
absolutely,
and it's so important because it's seriously night and day from like what they hear and then what your vision is. We personally have both. We have both currently working on our upcoming album, and the quality, it's just fucking mind blowing when you get a classically trained engineer and a metalhead that does mastering better than anybody on the planet. And you get the two of them to sit down in a room.
Engineer, and they're working together and having fun with our stuff, that's the other thing. And we kind of brought them in together from 2 different entities, and they're like little kids in the sandbox, which that's what we're about. Our band, we love our music, and the people that record it are having the same thing that we're having, only on the recording end.
They reminded me of 2 girls. They're like, "Oh my god, girl, did you hear that?"
I'm really liking what I'm hearing. So they both have extreme talents. Even though they're from different areas, but they work really well together. So I'm happy.
That's awesome,
and I'm really curious to see how this is going to all unfold over time. So because we're right in the midst, we got 5 songs that were on our end are recorded, but where you get the mixes, and you're like, okay, I want this bass, all that crap, and
isn't it surprising?
All the fun
isn't
stuff.
it sort of surprising if you've never been in the studio before, like how much really goes into this? Because as I've said before, if I had $1 for every F-bomb I had to drop, because I'm like, oh my god, I don't know. I could have paid for our session. I mean, it was really different for me, because
there's a lot of different ways of recording over the years. I've done, like, because we play so much, like we rehearse like a minimum of 3 times a week, and they're like 3-4 hour rehearsals. So when we go in the studio, we're pretty fucked unless we're all playing at the same time, which a lot of people don't like to do. And we're in a multi-million-dollar studio, so everything's all off, but we're still playing as a band because that's what works for us. And in the past, though, I've recorded where everyone's laying down their own tracks against a metronome or whatever. So it just kind of depends, I think, on the chemistry of the band and how things collaborate together. There's a lot of different ways to do it.
Yeah. So what was your guys' process?
Yeah. So we did, kind of the more traditional, I guess, old school way. We had Tom record the drums, and then we just kind of layered it up, built it up. It was so simple though. Me and Rex actually were in an older band a long time ago, and we went to a studio, and we didn't really have the greatest experience, and there's a lot of ego involved and all that, and everybody's how that goes.
Oh yeah.
So that's why I was very cautious trying to choose who we were going to record with, because you don't want to get in that situation again. Especially, it's like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice,
Yeah.
Fuck you. So
I get it.
But yeah, working with Tom was so simple. I mean, of course it takes time. It's a process, but I genuinely was surprised at how quick he was able to, get us sounding good, and how everything came out. Like, it was just awesome. It was, you couldn't, in my opinion, you couldn't have a better session,
Well, and from my perspective, it was pretty cool, the sort of way we did. And even though only one person was tracking at a time, like, everyone was still there in the room to give the feedback and stuff. And that was kind of a unique thing compared to like experience Dawn and I had before, where it was really cool to, even though if our bass player Dylan wasn't recording that day, he was still there with us when we were with Tom, so he could provide input or feedback or whatever. So it was full band collaboration on every track that was put down. even if someone wasn't putting their stuff down that day. It was cool to be able to bounce ideas off and tweak things here and there as we're recording. Oh, maybe let's change that vocal there or add this guitar line here, and like be able to on the fly, like collaboratively adjust songs for the recordings to the way that made them sound the best they could possibly sound, and it worked so well. Like, I'm so stoked for the EP to be released, because the two songs that haven't released yet are like, I'm so excited for people to hear those, because Tom did some incredible work and the whole band did some incredible work on those tracks.
Absolutely.
Right. I can't wait to hear that. I can't wait to hear that. I'm gonna have to go and look it up as soon as we're. Because, like I said, I did everything that I could.
April 19th, is that right?
Yeah.
April 19th, yes, sir.
So, you guys got any videos lined up with those?
So we have not broken into the world of videos yet, although we would love to. We don't have a connection, so if you guys have a connection, shoot it our way. But okay. Yeah, we don't have any videos coming out yet, but we would love to get into that. That we would love to put out a music video, something that just looks cool and
it's fun.
All like this stuff. Yeah,
I love doing videos, actually.
So it looks like a lot of fun.
Our last video, we had the same problem. Like, we just couldn't find anything under $6,000. I'm going to be really honest. Now things have changed since then.
Yeah.
Right. We were kind of held back from doing that. It's a long story. Not going to mention that.
Well, we had a time constraint too.
And so I really felt like, what? We have enough talent in this band. Some of the funnest shit on the planet is just not professional, and some of it is just we wanted to have fun with
first video. Now this second one that's coming out is done professionally.
Yeah, I mean, we recorded it, we edited it. The Ballad of Blood Spill, that video, we did that ourselves.
Nice. A lot of work to it though.
It was
rewarding.
It was really,
everything was great minus the one part of the drums, because it was just hard to edit that the way we had it set up going through the cemetery. But I'm pretty proud of the video.
And the video too, at the same time too, is because people were surprised by it. They didn't know that I was the one who did it. And the whole band they were like, oh, we could do better. Yeah, we could have done better, but it was rad, right? And so
that's shortly, what keeps you going.
Shortly after that, I decided to do a spoof on the thing and do like the Benny Hill show where like he's running after me. And so, I mean, but we are finally going to get that opportunity in a couple of weeks, like we said. And there's a lot of more work involved than I was expecting.
You give them the information for
we have somebody that would do it for you, and he's
very reasonable.
Well, let's put it this way.
That's awesome.
Outside of here, we'll send you guys some examples of his work, and because Kendall Johns is probably one of the best that we've been able to find.
His turnaround is
awesome
too, because a lot of I've in other bands in the past been doing this a long time, and what my experience was a lot of times painful and expensive. And it seemed like we'd get our video 4 months after we were supposed to get it, because they were doing all this editing and stuff. And this guy can turn it around in like a day or two, and that is very rare. So that
is unheard of. That is awesome. That's an awesome asset to have right there for sure.
Yeah. Reasonably priced, like what? I shouldn't even say a price. We'll just say off air, but
yeah.
It's very reasonable, and he's very good. So
that's awesome. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with.
So, what are you guys' goals for 2024?
To go on tour. Sorry, Rex, if I cut you off, but
I was going to say the same thing. Tour is the goal.
1,000% our main goal is to get this band off the ground and running. Start going on tours, release more music. We have a ton of music that's not even released yet. That's going to be released. Time frame wise, I don't know about that, but
sure.
I find the music decides when it's going to get.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
A lot of bands they try to push it out too fast. Let it happen. No. It happens, because if you don't, you'll regret it.
So, are you guys wanting to go up? Are you guys wanting to go up and down to the Seattle? Or are you wanting to go up the I-5 corridor?
We're trying to do a Pacific Northwest run eventually. Our drummer Tristan, he's in another band called the Cyber Bullies, and they just did a little, a short run up to Everett. Yeah, I think it was called Tony D's Garage.
Oh, yeah.
Tony V. Sorry,
yes.
Tony V. Yeah. But yeah, he said that was a really rad venue, and they went through Portland and everything. We'd like to start there. That would be awesome.
We actually are playing
would
up there
genuinely
ourselves.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Maybe we can play together. You never know.
That would be great.
Yeah.
In fact,
That would be awesome.
I'll send you a couple opportunities.
We'll talk. Talk to Ed and stuff, and then because I know that he's got a couple really cool shows like festivals.
So one of our really good friends,
that would be awesome.
Who used to play for well, he was the original drummer for Rob Zombie.
4 and
is
5
now
slots.
on with us this year too.
Yeah. We did a podcast with him. He's a really cool dude. And yeah, they're in Boundless Joy now. It's his band.
Beautiful.
Yeah, he transplanted from California up to we'll just say Oregon. I don't want to.
Yeah.
He probably doesn't want to know. Really awesome, dude.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
So I mean, that's something that you're really going to find about. I think getting up here closer towards us
is that up here.
There's not just a lot of talent, but there's a lot.
Out,
this whole community, this metal family, that's what we call it. This is a metal family. We really do our fucking best to try to, because we want to go someplace too, but we're never going to be able to do that if we can't bring people up here either. You know what I mean? So it's
exactly.
I don't know. It's kind of
it's a win-win for everybody, and this has been going on for a minute. I mean, like when we first came out and we pretty much hit it big, we hooked up with that band from Wyoming, Casper, Wyoming. The
band Repent.
Yeah, they're a badass band.
Oh my God, they're amazing.
So yeah, I mean, the band family goes all over.
It's the what do they call it? They say the rising tide lifts all ships, right? Like that's so true in the music community. Like we've been experiencing a bit of that recently with guys that we've connected with at festivals or whatever, and it's like, we'll bring you guys our way, you bring us your way, and somewhere over the course of that, more bands get exposed to each other and spread the love.
Right. Well, look at all the big bands, and not just metal. You look at pop. Hip hop, all the 80s, the big blow up scene with like LA Guns, Motley Crue, Rat, Wasp, all of them, they were all intermingled. They went between each other's bands until they found the right mix. They all played on each other's shows and venues all the way from here to Pennsylvania to New York and stuff. It was a big network of family. Twisted Sister, they were more from like the East Bay. They ended up hooking up with Motorhead, but everyone was working with everybody because that's what it takes. We would get on each other's backs and boom.
So now that all of our viewers have met you guys, see how rad you are, I want everybody to go and get them on their social media. Go download their shit come April. Make damn good sure you guys want to go on tour. Like all of our people in the Pacific Northwest, hook up with these guys, get them to come up here. Ribera Fest. I know we're not doing it this year. But this
2025.
We're doing it in 2025, so hopefully that can take place. There's a lot of networking that can be that can happen here, and I really think you guys would make a really great new addition to our big family of people.
We would love to come in and be a cousin. You know what I mean? That is awesome. We appreciate you guys for real. That's another cool thing about the band family is meeting, promoters and bookers and whatever other titles. Some of those people are the most genuinely kind and beautiful souls you'll ever find. And, it's just so cool because, of course, you're going to run into your, fair share of them. But it's just so awesome that, there is a family out there and people treat it as such. It's not necessarily all business. I think that's awesome.
Well, we're in the business of family, and that's
exactly
that's true.
Well, we're all artists, we're all, our music is our canvas, so, and there's people, the metal community is very passionate about what they do, as they should be, I fucking love metal as you guys do. And I mean, that's what it's about, and to be able to, make money and push it out there so you can keep doing your painting is, what it's all about, and it's challenging for everyone, and as you get bigger, whatever, you just have bigger problems. It gets a little more stressful, but it's still the same thing.
You join only bands.
I've got to meet my childhood idols, thank you. I've met famous people because of her, and they're just like you and I. They're all about their guitars, and it's like, I play Ernie Balls. No, I play Diodarios. It's fucking hilarious, because there's no fucking real difference.
Yeah, well, me and Don would just show up in our
They're
lights.
driving a
We're
Porsche, and I'm driving a Honda. That's the only difference, so.
Right. No, right.
Cool.
Yeah, exactly. That's awesome. That is awesome. We would love to get out and meet some new people, just make some new friends, new family, That's what it's all about at the end of the day. And it's cool, like you said, we all have the same mentality. You know, if you've ever played metal or just enjoy metal, then you get it, you know, and it's something you can't get unless if you get it, you get it. It's one of those situations, you know.
It totally is.
Right, it's a vibe.
It's awesome.
Yep.
So where can everybody find you guys on social medias, YouTube's? Give me everything.
Yeah, we're on Instagram. We are on Facebook, Twitter, or X. It depends on whatever the hell you call that. We're on literally everything. TikTok, we've been pushing our TikTok a lot lately, so it'd be great if we could get some followers on there. YouTube, everything. Yeah, please go follow us.
Yeah, definitely. And do you guys have an EPK that we could share?
We do, absolutely. Yeah, we have a. It's not the greatest one, but it's something. You know, it's a little bare bones. I've been meaning to work on it a little bit more, but we do have an EPK.
Nice.
Sister can help me out with that, so yeah, I can help.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
I appreciate.
I wanted to really thank you guys for not just reaching out, but being such great sports, listening to us talk. I mean, but too, it's really kind of cool just to meet very like-minded, very passionate people in this industry, and because I think that you know, there is crap out there, but for the most part, when you find it's like when you reach out, you're able to find your own kind. Like we smell our own kind of thing. And
yes.
Ew. Anyway, we really want to thank you guys. Send over your information on your EPK so I can get that put out.
Definitely.
And if you guys, you know, again, if you guys out there, everybody who is listening to us tonight, I know you guys got connections, so let's do our best to try to get these guys up here, make them a part of our big ass family. And Rex, you don't talk enough, but I don't think anybody let you talk enough. So
if you guys let me talk, I'd be the only one talking. Don will attest to the fact that I am a host person, so it might be for the best that I was reined in tonight. But I really do appreciate you guys having us on. This has been a blast.
Yeah, it has been for us too. Yeah. And yep, I will be looking for you guys come April. And well, by the time this comes out, it will have already been out, but we will be doing kind of commercials to be able to talk about that, and we'll make sure that we blast the shit out of that in the meantime. So thank you guys so much for being with us tonight. Thank God for Dutch Brothers and OnlyBans. And
yeah.
Oh yeah.
We hope to see you guys on the road soon.
Thank you guys for having us.
Guys.
We appreciate you. Hope to see you again.
Thank you guys.
Good night, you guys.
Bye.
Good night, guys.
Take it easy.
We had an absolute amazing time with our brand new friends from Seaside Masacre in Yuma, California. So, guys, go find them online. All of their links will be in the description, and we hope to get them here in the Pacific Northwest sometime soon. But guys, you are not going to want to miss episode 10, Band Chat, with the first interview with Bitch Black Mass. Yes, mass holes represent. Not only do we have the exclusive fan chat with the brand new lineup, guys, we are going to be giving away 2 free tickets to our Innocence Torn Army dog tag owners. That's right, one of our lucky dog tag owners are going to be getting them tickets. You're going to be seeing them live, and we're going to be doing the drawing next Saturday. If you don't have an Innocence Torn Army dog tag, you're going to want to get one. We're going to put that link in the description. Go get your Army dog tag today. Thank you so much for coming on by. We appreciate your support. Go and like, subscribe, and share. We would really appreciate that, and we hope to see you guys again this Saturday for Bitch Black Mass. It's going to be so badass. We'll see you then. Have a good week.